Hey guys, welcome to the video. I'll pretty much be talking about how I feel that I'm relying on others a bit too much. This kind of came to me a couple of days ago. I was just playing video games because I had free time to finish some of my homework from college. And I realized, I'm having fun and I'm playing these games and I'm enjoying my time, but I feel like if I didn't have my parents or friends or other people around me to, help me and let me be able to have like a job and be able to have access to leisure time and have enough money to feel decently comfortable, then where would I be right now? And yeah, I just felt that I was relying on people too much. um I guess one of the main focal points of this is that I feel like I rely too much on my parents. I do understand that my parents are there to help me and raise me and do the best they can for me and all these things like that, and I'm very appreciative and I really am grateful for everything that they've done. But now that I'm 18, I feel like I should be taking on a bit more responsibilities. Maybe having to just pay maybe utility bills or having to do other things. Maybe like, I don't know, like a side hustle. I don't know, I'm not too sure. Um, just because I want to have this extra income so I can sort of get into that mindset early while I'm in school and I don't have as many things to pay. Uh, and just try to get into this mindset that I need to work hard for as long as I can, as early as I can, so that when I get older, I'll be able to, help the people that I love financially or some other way, and be able to be financially stable and not have to worry about it later. And I've told my parents these things, because I recently got a second job, and I mean it's all right, I guess. I've been working on the days that I don't work on my first job, or so I've been working on my off days, so I don't have as much free time as I used to have a couple days or weeks ago, and that sort of gave me time to just like reflect on myself, and especially during the time I was working on the field, um, for my second job, which is like in person marketing. Having to go up these people's doors and have to present myself and having to do something that I honestly don't like, which is just like talking to people. It's just really uncomfortable. I'm not really much of a speaker. Really having to getting out of my shell, and yeah, that was honestly one of the main reasons why I even went for this second job, because I felt that I had this issue where I wasn't able to speak my mind properly or I'd stumble on my words or things of that nature, and I want to be able to better myself. And I'll say this: it's a quite fun job, and I just feel really good being able to like see how I'm able to get better and better every day that I work, and I really do enjoy that. But it's been causing me a lot of stress now because, like I said before, I'm using all my free time to work this second job, and I don't even know if this second job's gonna really be able to get me anywhere in life. I do want to get a degree in accounting, but I want to become a financial advisor because personal finance is something that I really love, and I don't want people to have to be, I guess, I guess ignorant might be the wrong word, not too sure, of like finances and what they can do to better themselves so that they don't have to stress later in the future, like investing and all those kind of things. So yeah, I don't think this job will essentially be good for, I guess, my resume if I were to find a good place where I can get that job done, my dream job, if you want to call it that. It's not really much of a dream. Just trying to put up with the bullshit that I gotta do, because if I don't do it, society will fuck me up for that. It's a bit annoying. Yeah, but but really, I'm just really trying to distance myself from having to rely on other people. Because the thing is, when I get older, I don't want to have to be this old man who is like in need of help. I want to be able to like help myself. I don't want to be a burden to my friends and family. I want to be someone that other people go like, wow, look at him, because he sacrificed so much when he was young. Now he can relax. I want to take example from that. And while I do believe that my idea of having to work and stress yourself out young so that you can reap the rewards later, I understand that what I'm trying to do can honestly seem very foolish and if anything very stupid because I'm putting all my eggs into one basket, which is my body, and if my body doesn't hold up, then I'm like, I'm messed up. I can't really do much. I can't do anything maybe. And this might just backfire and I'll just be burnt out from work and then, I might be in a worse place than I would have been had I just listened to my parents and just work one job and be comfortable. But being complacent is a fear that is really dear to me, and I don't want to become someone who just sits on their ass the whole day and just plays video games. I know that I need to have free time and I know I need to do these things and enjoy my life, but I feel that if I don't sacrifice now, then I'd sacrifice later. And my parents, they're getting up there in age, and they're having to work many hours no matter what, if they're sick or if like somebody's having like a child or some other circumstances that are very personal and very emotional experiences that they might miss out on because they have to go and work, because if they don't, they can't pay bills. And I do want to get older and I do want to support my family, my parents especially, and my siblings, because I don't want them to have to stress out about their life. I want them to enjoy it. I've seen too many things, especially on YouTube. Maybe it's just my YouTube algorithm. Where there's a lot of older people and sometimes younger people who are just feeling like, I feel so behind and I feel that where my life is going to go if I keep coasting, it's like I'm just not going to get anywhere. Like everything I'm doing right now is just for naught. It's not going to bring me anything later. I'm enjoying my time, having fun now, but when I get older, I might have to bust my ass just for the time I use, like, just for free time, just for playing games, hanging out, having fun. And yeah, that's pretty much the video. Just wanted to get my thoughts out here because I do feel like maybe I'm starting to rely a bit too much on my parents and the people around me. I do think that I need to push myself more, and I do understand that there are risks to this, but I'm willing to take those risks head on. And if I do suffer for this in the future, then you know what, I won't have any regrets for it. At least I tried my hardest. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. See ya.